Hold on. No, not you, not you.
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
Rain? What I wasn't expecting? I was expecting clear weather.
As it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the San Francisco.
Should be interesting.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up. And we are underway now from Santa Clara. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Possibly. I just need somebody. I need the Commanders to lose to the Cowboys. Need a lot of help. A lot of help. That's a free win. It's the Rams user, but he's not playing till next season. So.
First and 10. Right to the air goes Nix. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's third down. You look at this Niner defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So 2 incompletions led them to an early 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Nix.
Oh, great! Oh, he dropped it. I thought he caught it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he caught it.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Yeah, but clearly, if they made all these, made all these trades, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all not making the, y'all pretty much not making the playoffs, right?
Here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Martinez. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Deputy Ranger, Cowboy 80. Ready.
Richardson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
I've had him for a while. I traded 3 first-round picks for him. Oh shit!
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Yeah, I needed a backup tight end because Kittle's getting older, so. And I got him for 6 seasons for a low price.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Good catch.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the Broncos first down.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Is it a motion? Is there a motion route in that play?
Motion right goes Sutton. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it on play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball.
If it's a motion route and a certain play, they won't let you hot route the other receivers if it's a motion route.
To let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Denver.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Screen play. Here's ETN. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
ETN.
Good
Into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And now the Broncos are going to line up and elect to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Broncos 6, 49ers nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
to
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
First and 10 at the
Let's go now.
24-yard line.
Ready?
Richardson to throw off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw here is incomplete. The Niners at 7 and 8 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Donald Parham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Bombers. Hold on a sec.
Throwing Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 26 big yards on that one, it's another first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 14-yard line.
Shotgun snap and again to ETN. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw is Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
43-yard line.
Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Now Richardson back to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
The score, Niners 14, Broncos 6.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, back to Harvey. And they'll get this down only to about the 46.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8.
Bombers.
On play action, here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. You can't be the best in the game with an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cougar 19.
Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Blake Gillikin now. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
Fights through, and now a crease. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Nix to the air. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sean, let's go. Ready. My name is Hunt. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Here's Nix. They'll swing this out to Harvey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
All set. Away, away, away. Ready. My name is...
They'll go play action with Nix. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Harvey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
All set. Ready. My name is...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Bo Nix keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos are back within a couple of the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the...
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
34-yard line.
Liking 18.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Okay, ready? Go! Hawk 70, Hawk.
A handoff going right, Garendo. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Ready,
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Perry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Bombers.
Operating from the gun. Nix. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And
it'll be intercepted. Pushes him aside at the 10. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, Bronco 80.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
19,
Richardson looking to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action. Richardson.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Once more with Harvey.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Now Richardson. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Second down, right back to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Check up.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Ready? Cougar 19. 18. Pioneer. Ready?
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Niners 21, Broncos 12. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down, Broncos.
To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Nice 44.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 5, 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try to pick it up. Touchdown, Broncos! Quinshawn Judkins from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up.
Now it's Nix. That's caught at the 1. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Pat the 60. Go.
Richardson. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
throw. Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Working out of the gun is Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
On the ready. Here we go. Here we go.
McCaffrey running up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
18 Cardinal, 8.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Again, they run again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Richardson working from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Liking 18. Go.
Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ready.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hey, check that. Hut, go. Hut.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Nix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for two scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Show. Captain.
Here's Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Nix to the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Nix from the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Up the middle, it's Harvey.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Looking to throw. Nix completes it to Perry. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A.T. Perry, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That's caught into 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
First and 10
60
at the
boxes, 60
37-yard
boxes.
line.
Ready.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody
Great game, man.
file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us?
I could not stop your offense for nothing. I did my best. He was dotting me up.
That can be a big deal because remember, they were down
Can you hear me?
to the final chance to retake the lead.
Oh yeah, you was dotting me up. Huh?
Fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
I'm glad. If it wasn't from my rookie receiver, I wouldn't have scored no points.
8-8 on the year.
Huh?
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.
I went into the game chat to lock in. Nobody was able to hear me. I couldn't hear nobody. I just came back to the party now. I wasn't in the party the whole time. No, I went to game chat. I went to the game chat. Yeah. Yeah. If it wasn't for my rookie 6'6" receiver, I wouldn't have scored no points. He was killing that side, the right side of the field. Yeah, you was keeping my running in check too. Yeah. And then McCaffrey would break sooner or later, but he kept me in check for 3 quarters. Yeah, that rain was horrible. I had Pitts wide open 2 times. I don't know how many times. I had him wide open a couple times. And I just overthrew him. And then I was pissed off when I jumped your screen route and my man, the ball just it juggled in his hand. He just stood there and the ball it just juggled. He did not. I thought he was gonna secure it. What game? Steel. I'm not playing Steel. I played Insolent. Yeah, me and Insolent was a season game. Messy one. Played in the rain. You mean real? No, man. I'm about to go get me something to eat real quick. No, I was gonna eat after the game anyway. I was before you came on. I was literally thinking about getting some. Play Insolent on BX. Oh, okay.